Alright guys, so we are back in the WRX. Got her back from the body shop. I'll put a picture on the screen here of the before. This video is not going to be footage of my actual accident because I wasn't recording. I was on my way home from work and I didn't have any way to record in my car at that time anyway. What I want to talk about is exactly what happened. I'm fine. Nothing happened to me. I'm okay. I didn't get injured. And I guess I could have, said I was injured and whatnot, but it wouldn't have gotten me anywhere. I've had somebody do it to me, fake an injury and sue me, for something that wasn't even my fault. What happened, to be exact, was I was coming home from work. It had just rained. It was wet outside. Now, I have a brand new 2017 Subaru WRX Premium. My tires are brand new. There's absolutely no way, that I would be sliding or anything because I have symmetrical all-wheel drive. This is a freaking rally car. I love this car. But that's not the point of this. That's not the point of this discussion. So I was completely stopped at a red light. Just sitting there waiting my turn to go. And so I'm stopped at the light. What are you gonna do? You gotta wait. So I'm waiting, and I just thought to look in the mirror. I said, let me look in the mirror, see what's going on behind me. And as I'm looking in the mirror, I see this fucking gray, like 2003, 2004 model year Nissan Altima just right into the back of me. That was doing at least 60. The speed limit there was 60. And he was doing at least the speed limit. I mean, he was just going. He slid right into the back of my car. My car didn't even move. My foot was on the brake and I was just sitting there. My car didn't move an inch. I'm still looking in the mirror at this point and I can see the guy with his hands up. And then he just kind of, shrinks into his seat. I put my hazard lights on. I got out. It's now ring. And I walk over there to see if he's okay. I'm EMT trained. So I want to make sure that he's okay, and if there's anything I can do to help him, I will. I carry a basic life support bag in my car, not specifically for events where some guy hits me and I have to save him, but I'm prepared to do that if need be. So he won't roll his window down, he won't even look at me, and now he's on the phone. So at this point, I assume that he is okay, and I call the police so that they can get somebody out there and come, write a report or whatever. Florida is a no-fault state, meaning that if you are the driver of a vehicle that gets rear-ended, it is not your fault. So if you're in a car and you get rear-ended, it's not your fault. The guy who hit you, it's his fault, and he has to pay. Finally, the guy rolls his window down and I'm able to talk to him, and he doesn't speak no English at all. Luckily, I took Spanish for 5 years, and I know Spanish. Not well, but decent. And I can ask him if he's okay, if he's hurt, and if he's injured. He says no, he's fine. He's sorry, he was on his GPS. It's at this point that he puts me on the phone with his wife, who's in Texas. And his wife tells me that she wants to pay me and buy me off and all this other stuff. And I just asked her, why are you doing this? And she said, well, he doesn't have a license or insurance. Okay. This guy has no license, no insurance, and he's driving a car. At this point, he's making motions like, arrest motions and, telling me he doesn't want to get arrested and that he's going to leave. He couldn't leave, and I called the police again and told them that the guy is trying to leave and he has no license and no insurance and is trying desperately to leave. Now, I now know it is my duty. I'm not trying to be high and mighty. I now know that it is my duty as a person, as a human being, to not let this person continue to drive on the road the way that they are, because he will kill somebody and he will hurt somebody. Luckily, it was not me that day. Who knows who it'll be next day? Who knows how many people he's paid off? He's one of the worker. I don't know what you want to call him. He's not undocumented. He's married to some chick in Texas who he's probably never seen before. He has a passport and everything. He's totally legal. But he's been here for 16 years and has no license. And he's been driving on our road 16 years with no license, hitting who knows how many people and paying them off, just so he can continue to illegally drive. Now, I know you're going to say, well, he did have valid registration and, he had a license plate and it was up to date and everything like that. But that's not hard to do. You just have to get somebody to register the car in their name. You have to have insurance for it here in Florida. But there's insurance. You can just cancel it the next day, or you can cancel it after 30 days or whatever. You pay for the year registration and then you cancel your insurance. It's not, it's not a big thing. So, there's ways around it, and it's kind of fucky. you know, that's the way the world works, and it's kind of shitty. So anyways, his car got towed. He got a bunch of tickets. He got fucked in the ass with tickets. Not as many as I would have liked. He got fingerprinted and everything like that because he has no identification, nothing that says that he is who he is aside from his passport from Mexico. They tow his car away, and he winds up walking. He walked away with just some tickets. That is ridiculous. If you were to be driving on a suspended license or have no license and be an American citizen, I can guarantee that you are going to jail. But because he's an American citizen, but not by birth, it's must be different. I really don't know how this works. I haven't really done any research into it, but this seems to be a very common phenomenon here in this area of Florida that I live in. Now I'm left with a brand new car with 2,500 miles on it that's got a fucked up rear bumper and a spare tire well that's bashed the fuck in. What do I do? Do I call my insurance company and claim it? Do I not fix it? Do I fix it? You know, this is I still owe $37,000 on this car. What do I do? The body shop, the dealership body shop that the Subaru dealer that I purchased my vehicle from recommends and that they send everybody to. I called them. I went down there. I had them do an estimate and tell me how much it was going to cost, with insurance and without insurance. And then I told them that I wanted to do it without insurance because I don't want it reported on my Carfax, and I don't want my insurance rates to go up, which legally isn't supposed to happen, but it does. That's where I was. I dropped my car off, and I had to pay $1,500 out of pocket just to get my bumper, get a new bumper, get it repainted, and have them. They didn't fix the dents in the spare tire well and shit. They just banged it out enough to put the bumper back on. While it was there, I got it tinted, and I did have a curbed rim. I let my mother drive my car, and my rim got curbed, the front driver's rim, which is usually not the one that gets curbed. It's usually one of the rear wheels because people are turning and they hit a curb or something like that. So I let her drive the car, and I got my rim curbed. I had them tint the car, fix the wheel, and do all the other stuff while it was there. It was the total price for everything. I definitely got a good deal, and they took care of my car. That's about it. I guess moral of the story is people suck. Don't do what is fiscally right or financially right. Do what is morally right. It's so much more important to stop other people from being injured. To me, I don't have money. I'm not rich. People think I'm rich. I'm not. I'm not even middle class.